Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Portal Masters of all ages. It is I, Brylander, from PortalPowerTV, and we are here with another episode of Skylanders RE-MAGINators, where I take a popular character and try to recreate them, reimagine them, if you will, in Skylanders Imaginators. And per our thumbnail today, which is why you click this video, or maybe you just click it because you watch all my videos, and thank you so much, but we are making Boris. Boris from Bendy and the Ink Machine. And I can't tell you how many people have asked me in the comments of many of my other videos, including the Bendy video that I made because I did make Bendy, and then I did make Alice Angel, and everybody kept saying, when are you going to make Boris? And finally, I guess some people started giving up, but here he is. We're doing a surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and use an undead crystal for Boris, and we're going to get this thing leveled up to level 6, and then we'll create Boris.
Welcome to the Creation Crystal, Portal Master. Here you can create your very own Imaginator. First, choose a battle class. Each class uses a unique type of weapon.
Alright, and for Boris, I am going to make him a smasher. So we're right there already. So let's go ahead and create a smasher.
Smasher Imaginators pulverize their opponents with enormous smashing weapons. Are you ready to create a smasher? Choosing a battle class is
Yes, I'm ready to make a smasher. Create the smasher. Boom. I never get tired of seeing that creation scene right there. Alright, so we have an undead smasher, but we have to level him up real quick, so don't blink. Alright, and so if you blinked, you missed it, but we went ahead and powered him up, kind of shot right past level 6 and into level 8, but we can now make our Boris from Bendy and the Ink Machine. So, starting off with the look and the body, and the head. You know what? Let's go the head last. I'm going to do the head last this time. And there's kind of reasons for that, but anyway, we're going to go for the chest. And there is a chest, one of the relatively new chests that we got with one of the latter updates. And let's see if I can find it here. There we go, right here. It's the Digger Torso, and I picked that just because it looks the most like a set of overalls, especially once it's all colored up. So we're going to use that. And then for the arms, let's see. I think I went with the Adventure arms. There's just no telling where they'll be. There they are. No, that's not them. That's the berry arms, or there we go, adventurer arms right there. And then let's see, we went with the scarecrow legs. I'm consulting my iPad because I usually design these suckers up in my iPad first, just to make sure they kind of work before we go ahead and make a video on it. And I've got quite a few in there. Alright, so there we got our scarecrow legs. And what else do we have? We have a tail. We do have a tail for this guy. Most of my creations do not, but I think it's just the wolf tail. Hey, what do you know? It's a wolf tail. And so, going back up to the head now. Now, the reason I want to do the head last is because a lot of times when you're dealing with cartoon characters, is they're drawn in such a way that they're one of a kind, and we're not going to be able to replicate him perfectly. But we're going to be able to kind of capture the essence. So if Boris were to have been designed in Skylanders, this is what he would have looked like. But I'm going to go ahead and use the scruff head here. And then on the ears, and of course eyes, we'll just use the... I think I actually went with pupil on this. So we're going to go pupil eyes, and on the ears... I think everybody knows where I'm going next. No, it's not the cat ears. It's the wolf ears.
Nice!
Let's kind of go there. So, we kind of got an overall look, and everybody said, but that doesn't look anything like Boris. And I admit right now it doesn't. But, let's see. Weapon I wanted, though, is this axe.
Oh, yeah!
There we go. Because at the one point there is an axe in the game. So we're going with that. And let's see. I don't think I have any other gear on him. but we do have to mess with his size. So I'm going to size him up here. Muscles all the way down, he's skinny dude. Tail width, leave it about the middle, and lower body, let's crank it up a couple. Let's see. What do I think? The upper body might be, need to come down one more. No, just one click up. The head, maybe up one more. No, we'll go down like that. Right there. I don't know about the muscles. I'll give him one more. There we go. Okay. Maybe the height. Nope. Alright, we'll stick with that. So, I think in the coloring is where most of this is going to come into play. So, I am going to color him up and let you guys just kind of watch. And the theme I'm going to use is that antiqued black and white that I used like with Alice Angel. So, I'm going to kind of stick with that same color theme and just make him and color him up, and we'll see how much closer he looks to how he's supposed to look. So, let's just sit back and relax. Alright, so there we go. This is going to be my Boris. So you can start throwing tomatoes now if you don't like it. I think it captures the essence, and although it doesn't have the exact head, I couldn't find a head that I liked better. So by all means, if you think there's another head that will work better, what I'm going to suggest you do is I'm going to chirp him out here in a minute, and I challenge you to take the chirp and download it into your Creator app if you've got it in either your iPhone, your tablet or phone or something like that. And then I want you to play with this to see if you can't make it look more like Boris than this does. Because if you can, I want you to come back to this video and let me know in the comments that you did it. And then I want you to either DM me a picture on Instagram or Twitter and tag me in the tweet or something like that, saying that you made a better Boris than I did. So you're not going to hurt my feelings. That's quite okay. I encourage you to get out there and see if you can't make one that looks better than this. But this is my Boris. So let's see what he looks like down in the game real quick. And so there, down on the screen, is Boris, the wolf, running around in the game. And if we jump and capture him in midair, I always love doing this. Capturing in midair. It's like the Matrix movement. And then boom, back down on the ground. So let's do a little quick battle. Oh, before we do that, let's spend a little bit of time. Let's go to his powers. And let's see, we got him set as the Obliterator or smash things in front of you with full force. I like the Obliterator, so we'll keep that. Tombstone Timber is pretty cool, although I do like throwing the skulls. So, kind of the undead thing. Turn souls of your enemies into health orbs. That's always good for retaining your health. And then a contagion. So what do you guys think? I'm going to go with the skull, but again, also tell me down in the comments which of these you would choose for Boris. Let's just go with the skulls. And then here comes the pain. That's kind of like a belly flop. This one's scare or weaken your enemies, and this is create a seismic blast. And this is increase your power and speed. I don't really like that. I like the belly flop a lot. So we'll go ahead and stick with it. And of course we don't have enough money or coinage to get the soul gem right now. So we're going to have to pass on that. And then personality. So name. We're going to call him just Boris. Nice and simple. Boris. B-O-R-I-S. Done. There's Boris. Now, this is where I'm not gonna do very good. I don't personality. We're going to voice. I think this is just the way it's set up, is with Giant. I have no idea what Boris would sound like. So you guys are going to have to help me 100% on this. And then once the video's done and the comments come out, you guys can tell me what it should be, and I'll go back and fix it, and maybe even show him off in another video. So I have no idea what Boris should sound like. So I'm going to leave it right now. I have no idea.
I rule over the undead.
What do you think? We'll leave it there? Okay. And I rule over the undead. I don't know. Well, he's dead at one point, you know, there, so that's kind of there. So we're not going to really mess with that voice too much, and the music and effects, I'm going to leave them as none on those as well, but we at least got them named up. And before we do anything else, let's go ahead and do the creator app. So here's that chirp I was telling you about. If you got your creator apps, you get them out, set up to receive or transfer. And here we go, transfer Imaginator, and I'm going to hit send, and you need to pause the video or you can come back and replay it again later. This will be the best way to do it. Alright, so that is our chirp. And we're going to go back into play again.
Let's
and
get it on.
As we do,
Surprise attack.
Let's fight.
here's that axe that was floating around in the game that he's playing with. We're gonna do a belly flap.
Belly flop.
He even said it, belly flap. There's that skull. Kind of a cool tower.
Level up.
We have more power now. Booyah!
There we go.
Huzzah for
Got
the
rid of those bad guys, huh?
Skylander. And ooh, those baddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
New sentinel weapon.
Oh yeah!
Alright, so there's Boris. So I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to go and jump into the battle arena area just because it shows the characters up closer.
Battle
And
arena.
show you guys a quick surprise. Alright, so here we are in the pre-battle arena area. And there's our Boris. But what I want to show you is I'm going to take him off. And I'm going to put on... Oop, let's actually just do his magic moment.
I rule over the undead.
Okay, I know that voice sucks. I know it does. But you guys are going to correct me and tell me which one I should have used, right? Okay. So we're going to take Boris off for a second. And I'm going to show you the original Bendy that I made. And some people said it was horrible, doesn't look anything like Bendy. But this is about as close as I feel that you can get in Skylanders Imaginators. There was the Bendy. And then here was Alice Angel. I actually like the way the Alice Angel worked out a lot better.
Don't mess with evil.
There we go. That was Alice Angel. So you guys can, if you missed those videos, you can go back and they'll be down in the description below. There's actually
The undead.
an entire list in the description of this video of many of the other Skylander Imaginators that I made. So scan the list and see if there's any names in there that you like, and maybe check out those videos as well. And by all means, you know, put a thumbs up on this video, and don't forget to subscribe with that bell icon. You know how everybody's saying, oh, press the bell icon, be notified when my videos come out. Well, same here, guys. If you're enjoying my work, if you're enjoying watching my videos, make sure you're part of the notification squad, and that you're one of the first that get to comment on the videos and get to watch it and so forth. So anyhow, that's pretty much it for this video. Guys, I appreciate you being here. This is Brylander with Skylanders Imaginators and Skylanders RE-MAGINATORS on PortalPowerTV. Take care, see you in the next video, and God bless.